So, hi. Since there usually is no Swedes on here, so I speak to everyone in English. If there are any Swedes, then yeah, write that. So, yeah, my cat, I don't know her language. Wait a second. So, anyways, then, hey, someone. Yeah, you can ask in Swedish as well. So, I will pick some general cards for anyone or like everyone who come across this. First of all, until someone maybe pops up. I kind of know the questions in advance. It's so interesting. It really make you understand that there are things needed to be understood here. That's few, I guess, or some people have been seeing through, but it's not so common. Oh, this is such a lovely picture. I see now. I see my cat in the mirror here. Have this like makeup desk with a round mirror. Anyways, I didn't notice that before. She's exactly in that now. No. Oh, so I've been a little bit sick. I've been away from here for a little while. I've had a fever and a little bit cold and so. Oh. And so maybe I have to pause somewhat to cough. But I want to check in since it was some time ago. So, yeah. And let's see where we get with this. I may not be here also for so long. I just wanted to check in and say, hey, hi, hey. Oh no, things are falling. Oh, I didn't fall too far. Yeah. Let's see now. And if no one comes in, then I will just do the general ones, and then I will be back when I'm a little in a bit better. Well, I'm quite okay now, but still, when I feel even better. So I have some mediumship readings and so on to save my energy for. So the things I see here, the first cards, they may be the only cards for now, is the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe that's why I chose that image for the the thumbnail image, because this queen is out in nature, and wow, isn't the nature beautifulest now? Okay, it's raining here, but I mean the green and all the summery that's around here. Wow, I get like, it's enchanting, really. Wow, yeah. Anyways, so she sits there, but also looks down towards her. This is the universal white, so it's a traditional card. And look down on her pentacle, or it looks like a crystal ball actually, and I think it is. And within it she sees everything, all the elements, all combinations, all maybe intentions as well, the spirit, and so, and patterns, yeah, patterns that have been, to come, whatever the question is actually. And it represents pretty much our mind, yeah, I would say. Anyways, mind in previously when I heard about the mind, I mean the word mind used by other, let's say, spiritual teachers and so on, it sounded like a limited space, but it's limitless, yeah, and creative. So, hey, baby, hey. Oh, she just got some food she really loves here, so maybe she will be pleased. But that's the first. She contemplates here. She looks into this. Maybe the cards also. There is a little rabbit here looking a bit interesting. Maybe that reminds me of my cat now. Never mind. But she's very grounded, stable, also healthy. So this is a strong woman, physically as well, very strong. And also she is in no rush, and she's mature, and very loving, very, very loving. Um, mm, there is something going on here. I can't say really what, but she's not lonely, but she's alone. She's like in a space by herself, pretty much here, and she is in contact with it all, with the nature and everything, and the universal. So she's not disconnected, but she is rather in touch with her inner and the visions than with a lot of social life of people around her. The things you cannot connect with rather is like this little rabbit, like animals maybe, and so those Pachamamas or mothers closest beings. Yeah. What else? It's very peaceful, actually. As it's things starting to bloom, she feels like happy and kind of blissful in this phase of everything growing. Everything seems so meant, and not only purposeful but also like protected. Life itself is so strong, when you look at after this winter, when you think maybe, I mean, you couldn't imagine it if you didn't know the phases of the year and so on, but otherwise it's totally transformed, into summertime now, soon to be anyway. But the second card here is the Ace of Swords, and this is a difficult one, and she's very, very she's very compassionate and caring, this woman. So I think this is an advice here to pull the sword, both maybe the sword as in the Excalibur, this, the sword that represents what is really meant to be. And earlier today, I think it was today, I read about this to be the eagle who catches the sun with its claws, but it's whatever they're called. Yeah, feet. Anyway, so and I think you just go for the highest, go for the brightest goal you can think of. Don't hesitate. Don't like go for minor things. Both that and that this sharpness of the sword, there are two sides on it. So, and I think that is really needed in everything, this polarity. So if you're really, really very warm, very loving, tolerant, forgiving, all kinds of things, you also need to be very harsh. I mean, you need to have the capability to actually also, as in the Justice card, to like choose which thing. I think it's there. There is like a whip and a staff. No, that's maybe not the card, but anyways, you can't. It won't work in this world where we live in, and all kinds of consciousnesses on various levels. You can't just. It's impossible. I think maybe I'm limited there, but to only be loving, sometimes you need to set boundaries and you need to be quite sharp and clear in what you see and who you are, and especially your own value here. But it also seems like, I guess, I would say she also have because this is a white sword. This is like spiritual protection, maybe Archangel Michael, but other maybe spiritual guides or angels. Because this comes after, so it's almost like behind her back she have this strong protection, just holding space for her, making it possible for her to do her thing, or her actually mission here, her destiny, what she is supposed to do here, to help other beings and the earth itself, to be part of this creative process. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is very much spirit helping. and watching out for her, and also teaching her by the things she see. Also, not only, I mean, we can see guidance and both patterns and everything, but also signs and symbol stuff like that. Not only in a crystal ball, we can see it in cards. We can see it in everything. So everything she comes across also shows some guidance from spirit in how to navigate in this world in a good way. Yeah. So maybe she doesn't have to really do this herself as much, to maybe take a step back, because the signs will be there. Maybe if she just see it in front of her. And also, just you can also imagine, like this song by Kate Bush. I have to put that in the description box. You can like see those maybe angels or whatever you think. In Munaki there are power animals, but you can also see these angels, archangels, as in the different directions, standing there in protection. So, and that may be enough, or it is enough, you know. So, yeah, she is at peace. She's very safe here. She also feels very safe. She's not nervous. She's very peaceful. She's just contemplating things. Yeah. From a very loving perspective. She really tries to understand and also try to see the things that are of value, not only for the fun of whatever or entertainment. Even the cards and such can be entertaining, but the purpose here is to actually dive deep into the value of things. So yeah. And she's like bound, is that the word? Not bound, that sounds like binding, but yeah, maybe that's the word. But she is it's like in her destiny to win, let's say. It's in her destiny to be honored or to be respected or valued highly, and she will have that, and she don't have to seek it. It's there for her. It's maybe not seen yet. Now it's more like a seed, but it's coming to fruition, and yeah, it's inevitable. That's just going to happen some way or another. That's what I see in these cards. And if she sometimes need to be quite harsh or rather clear. I mean, when I started to set boundaries in a better way than previous, which was not at all for a long while, in some cases, then the only thing I actually was capable of doing at the time was to use my words to say what I saw in their behaviors and so on. And that was enough, because it was too harsh for them, for me to spill it out to them. And then they couldn't continue behaving in certain ways. So that is not always maybe what is needed, but oftentimes that's enough to make it too uncomfortable to keep doing stuff that aren't awesome towards other people, at least for some. So it was helpful anyway. And when you start to open up like that, just continue and do it clearer. And those who can't take that, their aim is probably to break those boundaries and to make you compliant or control you. So even more need to express. But I think this is not to be outwardly expressive too much, rather to contemplate and maybe write, because the Ace of Swords also is about the mind, actually, and the thoughts. And so it's a very, very strong power and you can wield this sword in any way you want. And it is sharp no matter what you think it is. And so however you use it, it is sharp. And yeah, follow your destiny is probably the intent of these cards. And also to be kind of enough for yourself. She is very, yeah, she is fulfilled in a way. Although, I mean, the journey or adventure goes on, but she's not seeking something to complete her, you know. Oh, there are 2 people here now. Maybe someone will write now. Right soon. I was going to stop, but I will see if someone writes something. Yeah, so, and you can write in Swedish if you are a Swede. No, they are gone again, so whatever. Yeah, so, well, that's what I see here, yeah. There is a purpose, a destiny, and it's unavoidable. That's what I see. It's prepared. This is going to happen. And this is a good destiny that will bring honor. Maybe where it sometimes have been the opposite. Yeah. And to not fear the sharpness of boundaries, because that is also needed to get in touch with your deeper visions and yourself, to not lose yourself in the outer world. Yeah. That's what I see here. And I think her protection is not because she's like, oh, I mean, our value is, as I see it, equal, if you could say. It's the same. But it is about her intent. Her intent is very loving and pure. And therefore she has this high protection. Because of her aim. That's really what protects her in that kind of way. Yeah. I think I will just maybe, and I could talk about this card forever. I feel they're very beautiful. Yeah, there is a destiny waiting, or it's not waiting, it's there, it's happening right now. But it's also, as the aces are also potential, and also this pentacle she holds in her arm or knee here also is like a seed. Things are beginning now in a very, very good way. Yeah. This is a new and very much calmer journey. And you have the ability to discern in a much better way, both from your own, just what you have learned from, you know, and what you see, and your way of knowing things. I mean, not in a psychic sense, but the things you know in an ordinary, let's say, way, but also that you have this intuition and the ability to see further than that. All of these things, will give you what you need. Yeah. So that was that. That was the message for today. And the moment I have a little bit of projects ahead, because I was going on way too hard with all the healings and all kinds of stuff, witchy things and shamanic things and all medicine wheel and practices and initiations and stuff. Yeah. So I needed to calm down. I kind of felt it beforehand, so I knew I would end up sick. Yeah, to stop that. That was good. So now I know that I don't have to do that again. I can pace it in a way that I can cope with better, which is awesome to learn also. Yeah, but I wish you the best and enjoy whatever the nature have to give in where you live. yeah, it's the best healer of all. So I think I will just stand there. My cat is so cozy. The door is open, and I love to be able to have the door open when it has been raining and the air is so fresh and it's still warm or warm enough. Yeah. If you have a pet, you know that if she is or the pet is content, then you are happy. That's like life. If not, then you aren't. Especially if it's a cat, I think. But she is pleased now, so that's good. Okay, take care, and you can write, no, not answers, yeah, if you want to, but you can write questions beneath also that I can take in my next video if you wish to, in comments. So, yeah, bye for now.